we have a special interview today. This is all about how to own, no joke, how to own your Instagram. I'm with my man, Golestan. This guy is a Gen Z influencer killer. Brands hire this guy to basically understand how to work with Gen Z audience, how to manifest and just take over your IG, and how to, one thing we're going to talk about, really build up LinkedIn, which he feels, and I agree, is the other really huge social media opportunity. So let's just get right into it. How you doing, bro?
Dude, I'm good, man. This is my first interview, so I'm a little nervous, actually. Especially with Ash. Dude, this guy's a legend. You guys gotta look up to this guy.
That's funny, man. Your followers make you a legend, man. First off, how many followers across all your profiles do you have? Just so we can set the social media properly.
Under our company, GGT Media, social media management, we have 300 million, not that we own, but that are signed under us.
Wow.
So that's the reach that we have. Now, of course, not every brand's gonna be able to afford a 300 million follower push, but some do. So yeah, 300 million.
And you personally, you have your social profiles like LinkedIn, your IG. What are your
LinkedIn and IG, probably, because I own a few themed accounts also, yeah. I'm probably at 5 to 10 million only.
Wow, 5 to 10 million. Okay, so this is why I said this guy is a, IG, LinkedIn, Gen Z brand killer, because this guy is the guy. That's like your new name, Gen Z Killer. It's like a rap name, man. Let's give him your name, GZK, Gen Z Killer.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, why are you following him more?
But all seriousness, you have done Instagram for quite a few years.
Yeah.
When did you start?
So I started when I was 12. I got the account, I got my account up and running 2012. There was only I'd say 50 to 70 million users on Instagram. This was before anything. So I was able to abuse it so much. I could follow 10,000 people in a day, like 100,000 pictures. There was this one software I used. It was called InstaFlow. The thing would just run on my computer. It would like 100,000 pictures a day. I would grow maybe 5 to 10,000 followers a day. I wish I took advantage of it more, but I didn't know it would be gone.
Okay.
So it literally.
Okay. So you found a hack early on in the Instagram days. That's like that was your first claim to fame.
I'm always into growth hacks.
Yeah.
Always taking advantage of an opportunity.
But doesn't growth hacks also get a negative connotation?
Oh yeah, so there's white hat stuff and then there's black hat stuff.
Okay, what's the difference?
So black hat, it's usually tied towards more of illegal stuff.
Okay.
So that's the stuff that can get you in trouble. And then white hat stuff is pretty much just finding an advantage in the marketplace and then grabbing it. Just like any other business. You're a fool if you don't take advantage of an opportunity. In my opinion. That's just me. But as long as you're following the rules, following the terms of service of everything, and it's not illegal, in my opinion, it checks out as white hat.
Okay. What about the growth hacking kind of philosophies that some people are like, oh, that's a slick salesman trick, that are under the white hat?
Okay.
That's what I mean.
So slick salesman tricks and stuff like that, me personally, in terms of sales, I always try and make the relationship be like a friendship. Because you can only sell to your friends. You can't sell to your enemy. When was the last time that an enemy could make you do something? Never. Yeah. An enemy can never persuade you to do anything. So, in my opinion, sales is just a relationship and an exchange of product and or service for money or whatever is being exchanged. And you just make it super natural. And in terms of slick sales tricks, people that are studying that stuff probably shouldn't be in sales because they're selling a terrible product. If you feel the need to look up, manipulation, stuff like that, you shouldn't be in business because you're not selling a product worth anyone's time.
That's good.
And you're wasting people's money. What I mean? And you're taking advantage of people, and that stuff's just going to come back to you. Okay.
That makes sense. Speaking about, sales, you have mentioned to me offline that you work with big corporations. You mentioned, I don't want to say them publicly unless you want me to.
No.
But name me a company just for this purpose, X company.
Yeah, X company.
What did you do for them specifically with your IG kind of prowess?
So X company, pretty much just like any other company. I feel like everyone, when they're like, oh, you work with this brand that's big, they feel like the marketing campaign was different than any other, but it's honestly always the same. Grow an audience, monetize.
Okay.
if you have a picture of your dog on your Snapchat and you have 10,000 viewers, and then after that picture of a dog, you have a video of your dog saying, like having your dog like be like, oh, my dog wants you to buy this product, you're gonna get a ton more sales just because of that personal approach. Ties back to the friend thing. The closer you are with the individual, the easier it is to sell.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. Going to brands, you know, one thing I like about you, and just so we're clear, everyone, I stalked him. I found him on LinkedIn. I reached out to this cat.
Now, I known about this guy for a little bit.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But this interview is partly because I came to you, and one thing I was really amazed by, and what you told me offline, is that many brands are now reaching out to you and various other, like what I call Gen Z influencers. What is it that brands overall need to understand about the Gen Z audience?
So brands, I'll tie into this. So a lot of Gen Z individuals own Instagram pages that are themed accounts. So say like an account with like 1 million followers and they post like comedy posts, or they post like fitness posts or stuff like that. Now, a lot of these big accounts on Instagram are owned by Gen Z people, you know, maybe 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And they don't necessarily understand, you know, that they should be charging a little bit more. So maybe they're charging maybe like $50 a post for an hour when they should be charging, you know, maybe a couple $1,000 to a couple $100 based on the amount of engagement that they're getting. Now, this is a big opportunity for business owners to come in and take advantage of the opportunity. And the kids you're not doing anything the kids don't want to do. They're gladly allowing you to get a post on their page, and they're happy to make a few bucks because they're still living with their parents. They don't have anything to depend on. They don't need to make this month's rent, so they don't really care. They're happy to go and get the money and then go buy a new video game. You know what I mean? Or invest it into, I don't know, whatever they want. So it's a huge opportunity right now for business owners to go on and literally get a post on someone's page with 10 million followers. Like, you guys need to understand this. 10 million followers? We're talking 10 million people. Like, this is pure power. Like, all you guys that read 48 Laws of Power and stuff, this is your new 48 Laws of Power. It's this phone right here, okay? And you agree with me. I know you do, because it's literally insane. People are now making $1 million overnight.
Wow.
This, like, imagine if you lived 200 years ago. We'd probably be like hunting, you know? I'd probably be learning how to hunt. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. It'd probably be a different experience, but like, I'm telling you, man, nowadays, your only excuse is that you're lazy, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, man, it might be a little harsh, but like, if you're not making money, you're being selfish to yourself and others, because when you make money, you're helping others in the process by delivering a service that others need. Everyone has a specific talent and skill set that needs to be displayed in the world. Why are you wasting it?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about on that money front? I noticed that there's a lot of individuals, like influencers, that are like connecting with brands. What are the secrets you think for those influencers that are crushing it right now? What do you think they're doing right? So,
well, right now, one of the main things is engagement groups. A lot of people already know this. You probably know it. So engagement groups is pretty much where a ton of big pages go in to like an app called Telegram or Instagram DMs. It's usually on Telegram, and they all like each other's pictures when they post. So say like there's a group of like accounts with over 100,000 followers. What they'll do is, say Ash posts, they all go and like and comment on his post. What that does is it pushes him into the Explore page, possibly. Now, when you get into the Explore page or the viral feed page, then the post just slowly builds up and it goes viral, and a ton of people see it, and you get organic audiences just coming to you. Boom, boom, boom. Because Instagram does all the hard work for you.
Yeah.
Like when you're on the Explore page, go to it, you'll probably see things that you're already interested in. Now, when you get on it, you're already in front of the people that want to see it.
That's dope.
So the hard work is done for you. Like everyone, like I'm telling you, the people I'm thankful for, Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs. Without them, I wouldn't be making money.
Why Mark Zuckerberg?
Well, here's the thing. So I know he didn't start Instagram, but he bought it and he changed it. So a lot of people don't like certain changes he's done, but like me personally, the changes that he's done has made it so that brands are adapting to it easier. So I make more money.
Okay, give me an example of that.
So for instance, look at the UI before Facebook bought it. Complete trash.
It's fugly, yeah.
Complete trash. You would never see a brand using it. And because he put the Facebook name with Instagram, brands trust it. Look, if Facebook didn't buy it, people would be like, oh, this is just one another of those apps. But now they're like, oh, Facebook bought it.
Okay. Speaking of another app, you've become become a fanboy lately of LinkedIn, right?
Oh yeah.
Why?
LinkedIn, man. 18,000 profile views in 90 days. I know it's like, because I know certain people, there's this one guy, Josh Fetcher, on LinkedIn, dude, that guy's killing it.
Okay.
I look up to that dude because he has like 100,000 views on his profile in 90 days.
Wow.
That makes me look like a child, even though I still am a child, literally. But like LinkedIn, so the reason why I love it is it's just my target audience of CEOs, founders, and CMOs are on there. And they use it religiously. Like they'll post an update about like, they'll literally, like I see people posting updates about like politics, like, oh, this and that, you know, Trump did this, oh, Hillary did this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, this is the best opportunity to take advantage of this. You know, people are comfortable on this platform and they're CEOs and founders. Comfortable, and they're the people I want.
Wow.
Closer, connection, you need to be friends. So connect with them. You know, a cool little tactic I use is to get them to pretty much get on the phone with you. So sign up for Calendly, by the way. So Ash uses it, I use it, best call setup software, whatever, it's literally the best. So get that, and then get a domain on GoDaddy. Like me, I use talkwithgrant.com. Then I forward it to that, so people are like, oh, you know, talk with Grant. You know, it's just funny. But so what I do is, say I find a founder that I want to, you know, get their business up. I'll like some of their content that they posted over the past month and comment on it and share it. So then they see that. I do that for 1 to 2 weeks. You know, not a bunch all at once, but boom, 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 boom. I always want to be in their mind. Always.
Top of mind.
Because on social media, it's distraction. People go on their phone to get distracted. So you want to be the good distraction, not the bad one. So start liking it, commenting, stuff like that. And then a week later, reach out to them and say, man, I love your content. Don't be like, sir, Mr. I love your content. That puts you at the lower position automatically. You put them on a pedestal. They have no reason not to look down on you at that point. Treat them just like their best friend will. Dude, such a sick post you just did, man. How'd you come up with the idea, you know, do this for your business, this and that. Get them to do this and that. And then another cool trick that I use is I'll ask them for advice on a certain thing. I'll say, Ash, I need advice on this. Can you please help me? Get on the phone with me for like 10, 15 minutes. And I'll actually have a problem. And what I'll do is I'll get on the phone with them, explain the problem, and then say the advice was good and it helps me. 2 days later, I'll say, Ash, your advice just saved me like this much money or whatever the benefit was. They're automatically your friend. Because when you compliment someone on advice that they gave you, they feel like after their ego has just been frozen, they're like, oh my gosh, this guy actually appreciates the value I have, the advice that I give. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of people thank people for advice.
Okay.
That's some powerful stuff right there.
So you feel with LinkedIn, it allows you to really directly connect with
CEOs, founders, whoever you're trying to target. Whether it, like I've hired college students from it.
Okay.
Like I've sent out direct campaigns to college students.
That's so cool.
Dude, like it's literally, I don't know how to explain it, but
where do you see the future of it going? Like you said, IG's future when Zuckerberg took it over. And
so with LinkedIn, I believe that they're going to start implementing like calls inside the app and video chat inside the app. And also I feel like they're going to implement like meeting scheduling inside the app just so it's much easier.
So you stay within LinkedIn longer.
Yes, because LinkedIn wants to just keep, dude, like they have so much information.
I love LinkedIn.
If you own LinkedIn, like you know where the future of business is going to go.
And you have the real data because you have people.
You have the real data.
I know. You don't have
no
profiles.
fake data. No fake.
I rarely deal with spammy profiles.
They're really, because they get banned.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah.
They're on top of their security. And
what about their publishing side, like the content? You publish content.
So their publishing side, like me personally, I like to publish relatable content. And usually like what I do is I'll just find like a good little post that someone did and then I'll credit them at the bottom and they get like more exposure and the post still blows up on my side so I still get exposure too. And the good tip that I will give you guys is post relatable content so that when they see the post, they think of a friend that they want to share with. I'm like, so I see this, I'm like, oh, Ash needs to see this.
Yeah.
And then they just share it, you know? Because they're not going to just send it privately to someone. They're going to be like, oh, but Michael and Derek might want to see it too. Let me just share it. Okay. So that's what you want to do. You always want to get that relatable, like just that feeling inside of them that I need to show my friends.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for my last question for you is, with Youngry, it means young in spirit, hungry in ambition. What does Youngry mean to you when you hear it?
Youngry, it just means getting it, dude. It just means getting it and just taking it by its throat and just ripping it off.
I
It's
love
literally it. Who's got your money, as Grant Cardone says.
Thanks, brother.